Okay, we're going to be redoing some stuff today. Long story short, I changed my recording setup slightly. Wasn't happy with the way it turned out, so the last video went in the bin.
Timeline discrepancy
And
detected
we're
nearby. Inspector, I've detected
So I know
a
what I'm
structural
doing
anomaly
for a bit.
within a 0.8 meter radius of this locked door.
This is a structural anomaly. That floor panel doesn't quite fit.
Very astute, Inspector. This floor panel appears to be slightly shorter than regulation length.
About 1/3 of a millimeter?
Now generating randomized flattery table. Well done, Inspector. What sharp oculars you possess. This floor panel is 0.3 millimeters shorter than regulation length, suggesting unauthorized modification.
We'll bear this in mind. And now if we have a poke around at said floor panel, we can find the keycard that we need. And we can bob on through, and we can find our friend, hopefully. Hello, friend. Oh dear.
Analysis confirms this is Evan O'Connell. Analysis also confirms he is dead.
Good analysis right there. So yeah, apparently he had a giant slug crawling on him that we didn't see. I guess that was the one that we'd seen in the other room earlier on. But yeah, what was the cause of death?
Per additional study of this body's skeletal structure, the cause of death was head trauma.
So he wasn't killed by giant murder slugs.
That is correct. Evan was not killed by Iridanium gigaseus. However, Iridanium gigaseus do appear to be responsible for the early decomposition of this body's surface tissue.
So, what did kill him?
Further analysis indicates Evan's fatal injuries were sustained from blunt force trauma to the back of the skull, and his head collided with the ground.
So, let's check to see if he was drunk.
Respiratory analysis concludes Evan was not intoxicated at time of death.
Let's check for foul play.
There are traces of blood on Evan's hands, Inspector.
Whose blood?
Analysis concludes this blood is human, type A. Medical records indicate Evan O'Connell's blood is type O.
So Amelia, then, is probably type A.
Medical records indicate Amelia Stillwell's blood is indeed type A. Great work, Inspector.
Let's have a chat with her.
If you wish to question Amelia Stillwell, Slug's scheduling records indicate that she is presently on duty at the Pilot House checkpoint.
So that's our next goal. We're going to go out and we're going to speak to her at the Pilot House checkpoint. Find out what's happened in this sad situation. We might also find that not everything is alright out here. We've got some carrying hotel guests, which isn't a great sign. TBH.
Me? I'm pleased as pie.
And there we go. We got some enemies.
Here we go.
Oh yeah.
Come on, crew.
That's funny.
Let's ruin these buggers. Headshot. And headshot. That's just slowing down a bit. And there's a slug bruiser coming in to try and do a bit of the job as well.
I just want to be your friend.
So yeah, the chaos is definitely spilling into this main part of the island. But also there's a bunch more doors open as well.
Non-slug personnel aren't permitted on the Pilot House. Can I help you with something?
Let's ask you some questions about Evan, Amelia.
Sure. He in trouble or something?
I mean, we could be flippant here, but I'm afraid he's dead.
You're kidding! Evan's dead? That doesn't... I don't understand. Can I ask what happened?
I mean, you tell me. You're the one who took him to A2.
Because he got drunk on the job. He was supposed to haul crates with me, but he was sauced. So I took him to the hotel to sleep it off. Left him on one of the beds in A2. He seemed fine.
Amelia, we know something happened to you in A2 and we want to help.
You won't believe me if I tell you.
I mean, we found giant slugs on his body, so this case is already unbelievable.
You what? Well, shit. Maybe you will believe me. I walked Evan to A2, like I said, and then, out of nowhere, he just came at me. One minute he's laughing and yelling about sharing his joy, and the next, He's choking the life out of me. Grinned the whole time he was trying to kill me, too.
Yeah, he got slugged. How'd you get away?
Dumb luck, I guess. I got a good hit in, threw him off, and ran like hell. If I'd known the fall killed him, I don't know. I should have told someone.
Probably. I mean, I got a few more questions.
What do you want to know?
Let's see. Yeah, do you know anything about these big slugs?
I can't help you there.
Very well. I mean, if Evan was a victim in all this, we owe it to him to find out what happened.
Have you been to Purpleberry Orchards, Inspector? Awfully nice out there. You should visit.
Thanks for the tip.
Anytime.
I mean, we already know about that. We've already been out there. We didn't find any alcohol in the system, but we know that it was the slug that did it. So, how are you holding up, Amelia?
I don't know. The whole thing shook me up something fierce, but I'm still here. I'm upset. Angry at Evan. Sad about him being... Scared folks won't believe me. I'm not much for math, so I couldn't tell you how that averages out. But thanks for asking.
That's all we need to know.
So, what happens now, Inspector?
I mean, we're not here to get you into trouble. We just want to untangle what's going on around here.
Fair enough. I just wish I could understand why he did what he did. Evan is... He was my friend. Or I thought he was. I don't know. I hope you're able to make more sense of this than I can, Inspector.
I hope so too. I mean, we know the basics. We know slugs are involved. They're making people crazy. Right, that guy. That guy's crazy. That slug's crazy. Oh, where'd you come from? A rupturing host. That doesn't sound good. Stop rupturing at once.
Don't mess with us.
So yeah, slugs, craziness. Something to do with, probably with Spectrum Brown. But who can say? Right, so can we go up
Hope
here
you've been enjoying your stay.
to get to where we need to be? Yeah, we can. Hello, Lily.
Inspector, you find my missing man?
Yeah, I'm afraid he's dead.
Shit, that's fucking inconvenient. What happened?
He attacks Amelia. She killed him in self-defense.
No shit. I gotta tell you, Evan's never been written up for so much as an impolite look. He attacked her? You sure?
Yeah, I'm satisfied she's telling the truth.
Damn. Okay.
Also, he's covered in slugs.
That's unusual, but I don't see how that factors in.
Me either, but I intend
Good
to find
for
out.
you. That's a nice go-getter attitude you got there. I hope you do figure it out, but my involvement ends here. I gotta figure out who the fuck's replacing Evan. We're short-staffed as it is. A new day, a new pain in my ass.
Well, it's better than getting slugged. And there we go, quest complete. Now, next quest, let's have a look. So we've got the man who chafed. Speaks to Dr. Goodnight. We've also got the Prince of Tossball. Someone broke into your penthouse and they're rummaging through your things. So, yeah, I'm not quite sure how we know this at this point, because were they rummaging through my things the last time I went back to the penthouse and I just didn't notice? Could be the case. Either way, we come up now, and there's all our crew just hanging out. Crew? Anything to say about what's going on?
Do you think it's strange that I kinda miss Ada?
No, it's not strange. She's great.
Cereals are used by the board to control what the colonists think about reality. Quite a powerful thing.
Shut up, Max. Now, you there.
Oh, sweet gibbering law! Where'd you come from? Sorry, let me just get back in character. Whoa, it's not what it looks like.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it looks like Rizzo's mascot is in my room going through my things.
Looks can be deceiving, friend. For example, what looks like misappropriation may, in fact, be a misunderstanding. I seem to have wandered into the wrong premises. I have mistaken this penthouse for the Rizzo's Rangers locker room on account of my headgear cutting off my peripheral vision.
Felix, break his legs.
Both his legs? Could we leave him with one good leg? I'm pretty sure crippling the mascot's bad luck for the Rangers.
Wow. Looks like you've got some mascots of your own, except they're heavily armed.
Oh, yeah, they are.
I am acting on behalf of Mr. Black Hole Birdie, the Holmeister, the Hack Attack. I don't have a lot of time, but Mr. Birdie sent me to retrieve a message. Something he recorded for Ms. Bellamy while he was off his kilter.
The one that we found where he's complaining about being sad and everything? Maybe. Let's lie. Let's just say, yeah, we found it already. It's pretty incriminating.
You found the recording? Oh, well, that's just sweeter than a fistful of purple berry punch. Oh, law, Birdie's gonna slaughter me like a woolly cow. Will you meet me later, over at the pilot house? I swear, from the bottom of my employment contract, I will tell you everything I know about Ms. Bellamy's demise.
You could tell me what you know right now. Well, they'd have to rinse your remains out of that mascot outfit.
What? But I can't? Please don't hurt me. I'm sorry. I can't. Not here. I'm sorry. The Pilot House complex. Meet me there, and I'll tell you everything, I swear.
Cool, and he's off. Pretty sure there's no way to get him to talk right now. But we'll head over to the Pilot House, and I'm sure all will be well when we get there. So everyone's just back to normal, they're back to sitting around. We're going to head on out and do this quest.
Hello there, my inordinately... Oh, you're the one who visited me. Hello again.
Hello.
Thanks so much for brightening my day. What authorized floor can I bring you to?
Now, just to mix it up a bit, we're going to bring some different folks along because although I've been through the next mission or two already, I didn't do it with Pavati and Max on team, so they can come along instead. And there's our meeting spot. Some way away. Shame we don't have fast travel to the bridges themselves, but I suppose it's not a big jog to the bridge. And was it this one? Was this Pilot House? The clues suggest it was. Also, Amelia suggests it was. So off we go. I believe the wilderness is also open at this point, because one of the other missions we've got is to visit the Prophet of Profitability, which means we would need to go to the wilderness section. I've not done that one yet. Down there we've got some sort of Rizzo making factory, I think, a distillery. I had a brief look over there, but I don't recall there being much going on.
Say, weren't you looking for a new hat?
Indeed, and that looks just like my old one.
What a fortunate find, eh?
Idiots. Yeah, this is a shopkeeper. She is
Hey, you. Come take a look.
gathering items from hotel guests and then selling them back to the hotel guests. And that's a slug that I didn't see the last time I came in here, so that's just surprised me a touch. Parasite jelly. Interesting.
I say,
She doesn't seem that concerned. She's also not got a slug on her neck, so
Must be
yeah, and instead of fanning around here,
if you lose anything else, it's good to know.
we're just gonna press on. Find our way over to the Pilot House. Also, there's a little camp down here, isn't there? Yeah. A little camp under this bridge. Not sure why it's here, but it's got some good loot. What's that noise? Is that Sprats? Might be Sprats. In which case it's fine. Ah, it's the meeting spot. All looks perfectly ordinary and innocent round here. Can't quite get over this fence, which is annoying. I'm pretty sure I did exactly this the last time I came. So, this is the meteorological control station, protecting us from all sorts of bad things like asteroids and such, I guess.
Detected nearby.
And there's our man.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Some sort of discrepancy going on there. Was there anything worthwhile in this room? I forget. Means a few bits of loot.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Right, we got a bottle.
This empty bottle of spirits does not belong to any known corporate brand. Suspicious residue detected.
So someone's been brewing moonshine with antiseptics.
Excellent deduction, Inspector. Imbibing of unauthorized beverages is strictly prohibited under Rizzo's company law. Ingredients include antiseptic alcohol, sucrose, and unidentifiable miscellaneous organic material. Closest match. Counterfeit spirits available at the Piraeus spaceport.
So someone's been drinking counterfeit spirits. The fact that they're not drinking corporation stuff might suggest that we're not dealing with a corporate person. Maybe? I'm not sure. Anyway, here's a dead guy.
Discrepancy detected.
He's got a slug.
Rizzo's company policy clearly states that all proprietary mascots must exhibit signs of physical life.
So, puncture wounds near his collarbone, but no exit wound.
Excellent observation, Inspector. Have you deduced a possible cause of death?
Could he have been needled?
Unusually small entry wounds indicate exotic weaponry. Closest approximations are 1. Incident involving a game of darts. 2. The Needler.
The Needler? We know the Needler. We better get moving.
Agreed. Ruth's killer is still at large.
Very true, Max. May as well do a bit of repairing. Very little need for it at this point, but it can never hurt. No.
Good, we're in.
Is there any reason to be upstairs in this place?
Wish I had a telescope like this back in the Vale. Of course, the company probably would have scrapped it for parts.
We've got a hackable thing. Use of monitoring equipment for anything other than weather patterns is expressly prohibited. So we've got logs, clear skies, storms that they steered around and such. And we've got unofficial logs. Cool. Celebrity sightings. So, Spencer ordered 4 different meals and sent them all back. Elsie and Helen was enjoying a Spectrum on the terrace. So the Rangers started tussling in one of the fountains. Station bingo. Interesting. Nothing terribly major in there. I should probably speak to that guard on the door, see if anyone came through recently.
I could never work for Slug. They're not recognized by the board.
Okay. We're just a corporate stooge and of no use to us whatsoever. But then we got this building. And there was at least one side task in here that we could do. So this is the navigation deck where the asteroid is steered about the place. It's got a nice little museum down this side. Navigation itself is in the middle. Then over here we had a chap. Hello, chap.
Whoa, you scared the daylights out of me. Don't sneak up on a fellow like that. Say, you wouldn't happen to be the inspector investigating Halcyon Helen's murder. You look like you might fit the bill.
I mean, how do you mean that?
Well, you aren't yelling at me, so you're not an exec. And you've made eye contact with me, so you aren't a worker.
Pretty observant of you.
Hey, I got it right. You must be a real top runner to be in charge of a case like this. Oh, wait. That's why you're talking to me. I'll help however I can.
Tell me what you know about Halcyon Helen and her murder.
Oh, I hate to say it, but I never met Helen. Not even in passing. I've seen a couple serials, but otherwise, I don't know anything about her.
Very helpful.
But I do know a thing or two about traps. This here's my Terra Ray Grounder, and once it works, it'll zap those wing sprats out of the sky.
I mean, that sounds cool. Sounds like a glorified electric fence as well.
That it may be, but Terra Ray Grounder will sound a whole lot fancier when I tell my boss about it.
Why doesn't it work?
Not yet. I'm missing a few parts before I can power it up. Actually, you seem capable, and I need some help getting those parts I'm missing. I can make it worth your while.
That sounds
This
good.
fella sounds way too happy at the thought of killing Terra Rays. You think we should trust him?
I promise, it's perfectly humane. Their skin will be fried off their bones before they can feel a thing.
That sounds humane. What parts do you need?
I've got an incomplete list here, but I'm a tad on the scatterbrain side. You mind taking a look at my terminal to certify I ain't forgetting anything?
Seems a bit sus, but there you go. I'll take care of it. And so we got a task. Let's go check his terminal and everything else. So scrap metal's over there, half metal batteries over here. So that's the battery. Terminal's upstairs. Scrap metal is outside somewhere. So, the terminal. Messages. Let's have a look. So the Terra rays have been nesting in the engines, which is not great. And there we go. Cabling. And some spork and forks. We can do that. Now I've also got the main navigation computer for the asteroid.
Greeting protocols initiating. Greeting protocols cancelled. Phaeton cannot extend pre-programmed pleasantries at this time. Error. Phaeton requires an attitude adjustment.
That sounds like your gyroscopic axis is misaligned.
Affirmative.
If Phaeton's internal gyroscope's off-center, it's gonna spell trouble for the whole complex.
Affirmative.
Why is no one fixing this?
After all this time in Halcyon, you still have to ask.
Captain Mabel Thompson is scheduled to perform routine realignment. Error. Captain Mabel Thompson is overdue to perform routine realignment.
So we should probably find Mabel then. Where is Captain Thompson?
Error. Phaeton cannot determine the whereabouts of Captain Mabel Thompson without gyroscopic realignment. Clarification of clarification. Phaeton must be realigned with the ship's internal gyroscope in order to calculate a flight path with an acceptably low margin of error.
Attitude means the orientation of a spacecraft relative to the horizon. In other words, the complex has to maintain a constant attitude and heading, or we could all, well, crash.
Assessment confirmed.
Okay, how do we fix this?
To achieve attitude adjustment, acquire the gyroscopic alignment key, or GAC, and convey it to the gyroscope management terminal in engineering. Utilize the GAC to interface with the gyroscope management terminal and execute the gyroscopic axial realignment procedure. This will achieve an attitude adjustment.
Use the GAC to make a GAP. Okay, so where do we go?
Rizos thanks you in advance for your assistance. Please note that Rizos does not pay for uncontracted labor, but a member of HR will issue a favorable remark on your permanent record. Access to engineering levels granted.
Hooray. So this is something I didn't do last time because I didn't have the engineering for it, which is why I've brought Pavasi along. But we'll go and finish this other mission first. So we need to bob over and get the vending machine cables, which are there, and then we're not far away from the scrap metal either. Lovely. And there's a few random bits and bobs around that we don't really need, and then the spork and forks are back inside, perhaps. Now we're stuck down here again where we can't jump over the fence. And there's our spork and forks. Sweet. Back to our silly friend.
You're back! Any luck finding what we need for the Terra Ray grounder?
Yep, here it is.
Excellent! I should finally be able to get this thing working. Here, take this. It's the least I can do for all your help against those leathery abominations. Oh wait, there's one more thing. You don't happen to have a pinwheel, do you?
What do you need a pinwheel for?
It'll help generate electricity as we move through the atmosphere. Plus, all Rizzo's products are supposed to have an element of whimsy.
Okay, we'll look for one.
Great. I'll give you a nice bonus if you bring one back to me.
I'd forgotten about that, otherwise we could have picked up the pinwheel whilst we were outside as well. Got to make sure that element of whimsy is in place. This might have been how I discovered that engineer's camp under the bridge. There we go, yeah. Lovely. Got your pinwheel, friend.
You're back! Any luck finding...
Yep, here's the pinwheel.
It sure is. I'll finally be able to give those winged monstrosities what for. Here's your pay for helping me put the finishing touches on this thing.
Thanks, pal. I don't think we're going to intimidate him. I think we're good.
Thanks again for your help, Inspector.
There's no need to be an ass. Now, faction quest, you say? So, we need to go down into engineering. This is, as I've said, something I didn't do before, so mixing this up with the stuff I'm familiar with would be fun. Probably going to have to shoot things down here. Maybe terror rays. Maybe we'll find that Mabel is dead down here for some stupid reason. It's definitely stuff down here. So watch yourself, gang. That's just a sprat.